Hello everyone and welcome to your first PE lesson of the week. Now this week throughout our PE learning we are going to be finding out about some famous sports stars. We're going to be finding out what they eat and how they have a balanced diet. We're even going to be practicing some skills together and then we will look at how athletes celebrate. So to start today's lesson, let's share my screen and we can find out exactly what we're up to with our learning question. So today is Monday, the 28th of February, 2021. And today we're going to be finding out how do brilliant athletes research famous sporting achievements. So to begin with, we're going to have a little bit of a discussion about sporting events and what happens through lots of famous events throughout the year. We're going to have a little look at famous athletes and sports stars, so you can see if you've got one of your favourites, or we can learn about some new ones together. And then we're going to finish off this lesson by having a go at creating a fact file poster about a famous athlete. So let's see what you're going to need for this lesson. Today, we're going to need a pencil, and to make your fact file poster, you can use a page in your exercise book, or you can get some paper. And then we're going to need the internet to be able to find out a little bit more about the athlete you've chose to research. So you might want to use your laptops, your tablets, you might even use the computers or your phones. So let's get started. And to begin with, we're going to be thinking about sporting events that happened throughout the year, all around the world. Now at the moment, because we're having to stay safe, lots of these events have had to be cancelled, or lots of these events are happening, but there's no people watching, there's no crowds or supporters. So let's have a little look and see how many you recognise. In the top corner here, we've got football, and I've got a picture here of the World Cup where all the countries from around the world get together and they compete. They have matches to find out who is the champion. Down the bottom here, we've got a picture of the London Marathon, and you can see the Union Jacks here, which is the United Kingdom flag. And normally in around springtime, they have a big marathon race all around London. And Mr. Churchill and Mr. Williams have even competed. But last year they had to cancel it because we weren't allowed to be that close to each other, and we weren't allowed to be running super close or having lots of crowds gathering together. And it was a bit similar to the Olympics. Now, the Olympics happen every 4 years. And last year, the Olympics were supposed to happen in Tokyo in 2021. But again, it had to be cancelled. So lots of athletes had trained really hard, but they couldn't compete. And we're going to find out about the Olympics and a few more athletes from that championships and that games a little bit later. Who can recognise this one at the top here? In the summer, we have Wimbledon that takes place, and we've got lots and lots of matches and lots of people play tennis against each other to find the champion. And then down the bottom here, we've got rugby, and we've got the Six Nations rugby, and that's about to start. It's going to be starting, I think it's already started this weekend, that's just been, and they're playing matches against different countries, but again, there's no one there to watch them. So the rugby players are allowed to be close together, but we're still not allowed to go and support them in the stadium at the moment. So sport is looking a little bit different at the moment, and I thought it would be a nice chance to see what has happened in the past and how we can celebrate those sporting stars. So if I show you here, I've got some famous sporting stars, and I wonder, do you recognise any of them to begin with? Maybe you were thinking of another sporting star that you've got in your head. Maybe you've got your favourite gymnastics person, or you've got your favourite tennis player, football player, rugby player. Have a little look on the screen here. Let's start in the top corner, because I have got a lady called Jessica Ennis-Hill. And she has been amazing in the Olympics. She does an event called the heptathlon, which means she's got to do 10 different events to get a medal. And she did really well in the Olympics when they were here in 2012, which was before you guys were born. Now we've got Mo Farah here as well, and he does lots and lots of running. So he did really well in the Olympics, and he's also ran some marathons himself too. Serena Williams is another famous sporting star, and she plays tennis and has won lots and lots of championships games, including Wimbledon. Now, down the bottom here, if you're a football fan, this is Harry Kane, and he captains England at the moment, and he has played lots and lots of football. And then we've got a man here who does cycling, and his name is Chris Hoy. Now, he was very, very brilliant in the Olympic Games as well, and he won lots and lots of medals, and he broke loads of records too. A little bit like this man here. Can you guess who he is? This is Usain Bolt, and he is the fastest sprinter in the world at the moment. And he runs very, very, very quickly in the 100s and the 200-meter race. So here I've got lots of sporting stars. And you might want to pick one of these stars to learn more about, or you might be thinking, no, I want to look and research a sporting star that you might know and really like. So today, your challenge is to see if you can research about a sporting star that you know. It could be an athlete, a football player, a cyclist, a gymnast, or you could even pick a name from the people on the screen here and find out a little bit more information about them. And what I'd like you to do is create a fact file. So I have chosen Usain Bolt here, and I've used my internet and I found out 3 facts about him. So I've written that Usain Bolt has won 6 Olympic gold medals running. I also found out that Usain Bolt was born in 1986 in the country Jamaica. And actually, as a child, he enjoyed football and cricket, not running at all. And he is the fastest man in the world at the moment. So he has set world records for the 100 and 200-meter race. So on my piece of paper, I could have a picture of my famous sporting star. I could even write his name at the top, and then I could make 3 facts and sentences about the sporting star. So if I just stop and show you mine, this is my poster that I've made. So I have drawn Usain Bolt at the top, and I've drawn his 6 gold Olympic medals and the Olympic rings there to show what he competed in. And then I've created my 3 sentences, and I've put them into little bubbles and made them bright and colourful for my fact file poster. So I wonder today, can you see if you can find out about a famous sports star? See if you can find out 3 things about them, and then you can have a go at creating your own fact file poster. And remember, the teachers would love to see all of the athletes that you've researched, and you can be able to teach us some things that we might not have known. So don't forget to show your fact file poster to your teachers by using Tapestry. Okay, you brilliant superstars, you have a go at creating your very own posters, and we will be back tomorrow with another PE challenge. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.